Let me begin with a few introductory comments. Welcome to the Fall 2020 graduation ceremony of I-Corps. My name is Michael Chambers. I'm the Associate Vice President of Research here. And on behalf of 16 other teaching team members and 4 critical staffers, I'd like to congratulate the students and all the people who not only participate in the program, but who help make it possible. I will tell you that USA has been an I-Corps site for roughly a little more than 3 years. It was the vision of our Vice President of Research and Economic Development, Lynn Chronister. But the person you see on the screen right now, Dr. Tony Waldrop, the President of the University of South Alabama, we would not be an I-Corps site without his pledge of support in that grant application. So I'm honored now to introduce the President of the University of South Alabama, Dr. Tony Waldrop. Tony.
Thank you, Dr. Chambers. And good afternoon and welcome to the I-Corps Fall 2020 cohort graduation. Congratulations on your accomplishments in completing the program. We also welcome 3 schools that collaborate with the University of South Alabama on this great program: Spring Hill College, University of Mobile, and Bishop State Community College. And I'm especially proud to say that we welcome the Universidad San Francisco de Quito, or USFQ, in Ecuador, one of our international partners who agreed to participate in I-Corps. We are honored to have all of our students from Ecuador. The National Science Foundation Innovation Corps program, it teaches you how to conduct customer discovery, how to work on a team, how to interview leaders in the private sector, all skills that will serve you well after you graduate. I mentioned key partnerships. This program offered a unique opportunity for local academic institutions to collaborate, but it also offered a unique occasion for South Alabama to collaborate with its new international partner, USFQ. I'm especially glad that Diego Quiroga is on the call today. Diego and I worked together in the Galapagos for many years, and I think I can say, Diego, that we became good friends.
That's true. Thank you,
and
Tony.
even after that kayak trip that turned out not to be that great. We joined USFQ in a partnership with the Galapagos Science Center in 2010 to provide opportunities for our students to gain world-class experiences in the Galapagos Islands. I spent many trips in the Galapagos working on that project when I was at UNC. Unfortunately, I decided to leave and go be provost at University of Central Florida. So the only thing I saw on my last trip there, they had poured the foundations for the building, but now it's open and functioning and serving the purposes that we hope for. I also want to mention that the USFQ team did an excellent job under the guidance of instructor Daniela Floor, with USA's Dr. Deborah Chapman serving as a resource. Let me congratulate all of the students graduating today. All of us at the University of South Alabama are proud of you and congratulate you for graduating and becoming innovation scholars. Let me also thank all of the faculty of the USA and Spring Hill College, the Innovation Portal, the SBDC, and others who make this program work. Without your support, it would not have been possible. So again, congratulations to all our students that completed this program.
Dr. Waldrop, thank you so much for your time and support for this program. The next honor I have is to introduce the gentleman you just mentioned, Dr. Diego Quiroga, who will have some comments on behalf of USFQ.
Thank you, Tony, for those nice words. We all remember those times in Galapagos and the time we spent together, both in Chapel Hill and Galapagos. Tony, like Tony said, it was a very wonderful adventure. We still have the Galapagos Science Program with Chapel Hill, and sometimes maybe we'll have you all there. After the news this morning, I think we're all more hopeful that maybe sooner than later we'll all be able to do these things in person. But I think this is a great example of things that can be done without the need of traveling long distance and all that. I think this type of things where you mix science, international relationships, where students are learning how to collaborate, to participate in different programs, really is very exciting. So maybe in the end, some of these things will stay with us and allow us to keep doing this type of programs. I want to thank all the universities involved, especially University of Alabama, where's all these things at South Alabama that we have been talking and doing. Now we're starting to do all of those things together. And I think that the main thing now is to start thinking of the future, right? And how this type of programs, we will continue these programs in the future and allow us to train the students better. And I want to especially congratulate the students, the USFQ students, the students in the States for all their great work. Valeria was telling me a bit about the great projects that you've done and the way that this has really grown and how it has helped the students become more international. I'm also teaching actually a class with Chapel Hill. I'm teaching a COIL class with Chapel Hill, and they're also doing projects together, and it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful, all these things that we are inventing now and that we are starting to do more and more, at least for a USFQ. It's been a great, great experience. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all the students that are participated in the program. Thank you.
Dr. Quiroga, thank you so much. He is the Dean of Research at USFQ, I understand, and you could not have selected a better group of leadership to begin this effort from Alex, Valeria, and Daniela. They've been a pleasure to deal with, and they picked 3 fabulous students to begin the program. So you should be very proud, because we certainly are. So thank you so much for your support.
Sorry, forgot to mention also, of course, I want to thank Daniela and Vale and Alex for all the effort. They're always coming with these new ideas, and it's hard to keep up with all the things they're doing, but they're doing a wonderful job. So also thank you, the faculty members here at USFQ, for all the wonderful work they're doing.
Yes, they are. Thank you so much. And finally, I have the pleasure to introduce one of the longtime members of our teaching team, and a consistent contributor of great comments and sage advice to our student teams, and who just happens to be President Emeritus of Spring Hill College, Dr. Chris Puto. Dr. Puto.
Thank you, Dr. Chambers. On behalf of Spring Hill College, I want to commend President Waldrop and you for the University of South Alabama's leadership role in funding and promoting the I-Corps program for this region. We are pleased to be invited to participate, and we are proud to represent Spring Hill College in this valuable undertaking. I also want to commend the teaching team for their commitment and insight in creating a valuable learning experience for our student participants. Their gifts of time and intellect are priceless, and the program is so much stronger because of it. To our students, I say, well done. You have just experienced a unique educational opportunity that prepares you for successfully navigating a fast-changing innovation environment. You demonstrated initiative, and you committed the hard work to complete your interviews, analyze your findings, and build a thorough business canvas, all in a highly time and resource-constrained environment. Finalmente, a nuestras muy buenas amigas en Quito, felicidades y bien hecho. Los mejores deseos y hasta pronto. Back to you, Dr. Chambers.
All right. Well, that's the last Spanish you will hear from this time zone today. Certainly not from me. So great job. And I want to thank on behalf of Spring Hill College as well. Stacy Welburn has done a fabulous job, and I see James and Nicole LaRiviere who have been supportive of this program, and we really appreciate your support. So I wanted to just mention, one of the amazing things about this program is the number of teaching team members we have. It's no small feat to organize this, but just to give you an idea, so I reach for my glasses, let me just identify and thank individual members. Harry Brislin, who handles mandatory office hours each week for the teams. Dr. Andrew Bird from Tech Transfer, who handles the national teams. Dr. Deborah Chapman from the School of Computing, who was a mentor to the USFQ team. Dr. Todd Greer, Provost at the University of Mobile. Corey James, who helped us revamp the curriculum and formerly with Innovation Portal. Dr. Ashley Lindsay, who's helping out with the surveys and mentored the teams. Rhonda Lucas, PhD candidate at South and an instructor in the School of Computing in charge of minority recruitment. Dr. Don Mosley, Executive Director of the Melton Center for Entrepreneurship, Mitchell College of Business. Thomas Nelson, Mitchell College of Business, also helped on quality control of all the videos that we shot. Michelle Parvenru, the Executive Director of the Innovation Portal. Dr. Barry Porter, formerly with USA and a graduate of I-Corps. Chris Puto, you've heard from already. Misty Sable, who is a PhD candidate and is currently an instructor in the Mitchell College of Business. Mel Washington, the Regional Director of SBDC. Stacy Welburn, who I've mentioned already. And this time we at South got an additional grant to develop a team-based learning component, which the students got a taste of initially in the first 2 modules. And that was developed with the assistance of Dr. Julie Estes, who is a team-based learning expert here at the University of South Alabama with our Innovation Learning Center. And then we've mentioned already, and I'm not going to do as good a job as Dr. Puto on everyone's names, so please forgive me, but faculty advisors, we had Daniela Flor from USFQ with environmental engineering, Valeria de Lourdes Ochoa Herrera, I should say doctor, who is the director of environmental engineering, and then Dr. Dahanjay Tambe from USA in biomedical engineering. We're all faculty advisors, and I'd also like to get a shout out to Alex Rendon Ayerbe, who helped pull a lot of this together from the very beginning, who is the Director of Operations for International Programs at USFQ. Now, I am sure that I will have left some of the teaching team members out. I did want to mention we had an initial observer from the Innovation Portal, Jessica Wofford, who joined us, and we look forward to her continued assistance. But I will tell you, 4 of the unsung heroes of this program are Paul Patterson, who is behind the curtain right now, making sure all the IT issues go according to plan. Gerard Kwalecki, who is kind of the go-to for everything to make sure it works. Adela Benchea in this office handles reimbursement, and she will handle some of the logistics later. And Ashley Phillips, who unfortunately we lost, who went with another company here in Mobile, but she provided a lot of the assistance on the curriculum transition to Canvas. So this is a highly intense program focused on a very select group of students put on by people who I would see, since Tony is still on the line, I would tell Dr. Waldrop rather that we could double their salary, all the teaching team members, and it would have no impact on our budget. So because they do all this out of their love to help the students and make a difference. And I just want to tell you how much we appreciate it. So we are now at that point of the program where we're going to introduce the teams. And what will happen first is we'll go in order, team 1 through team 5. We will play your video, and then we'll give each team a few minutes to just kind of explain their journey. So team 1 is Subtle Bedpan Liner from the University of South Alabama with Miss Fasha Barclay.
Hi, my name is Fasha Barclay, and I'm a senior nursing student here at the University of South Alabama. I was in Team 1 for this I-Corps fall session. Team 1 was the Flushable Bedpan group. So I was initially introduced to I-Corps my sophomore year, right before I started the nursing program, but I decided not to participate because I was a little bit intimidated by the workload. But I'm definitely excited that I returned to the program my senior year and took on the challenge. I'll definitely say this program has taught me a lot about business and how to be an entrepreneur. I would say the biggest lesson I learned this semester is the power of networking. Being able to talk to other industry professionals really opened my eyes, and it changed my thought process, and I was able to come up with a lot more ideas than I would have initially. And it also allowed my product to manifest itself into something that was necessary for the industry and useful for the industry. So I'm really glad that I was able to talk to a lot of people through the progress. Another really important thing that I learned through the program was I was able to gain a lot of insight in medical devices. Even though I am a nursing student and I've been around medical equipment and things like that, I didn't know what goes into creating a product and selling it and exactly all the logistics of material management. But thankfully through the program, I was exposed to a lot more. Lastly, I just want to end this video by saying thank you to all of the I-Corps teaching members and teaching teams. I really appreciate this course, and thank you for the time that you guys put into making the course everything that it is. Bye. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Fasha Barclay, as stated before, and I'm a senior nursing student at the University of South Alabama. My nursing experience so far has just been composed of hundreds of clinical hours through my courses here at the university, and has been very impactful on my view of my chosen career. This experience gave me the opportunity to prioritize the needs of others over my own, and inspired me to create a product that would potentially change the experiences of patients during their stays in the hospital. So originally my product was actually a flushable bedpan, but it was actually shaped and polished through the progression of this course. My original idea was then changed into the subtle bedpan liner. The liner is meant to provide patients with a therapeutic comfort while mitigating the risk of injury. And not only does it propel patient comfort, but it will also reduce the occurrences of sentinel events. The cushions utilize high quality foam that relieves the pressure exerted on the body. And it also uses thermoregulation and pressure detection to detect skin breakdown, allowing a new standard way to efficiently prevent skin breakdown. So with the help of Dr. Joyce Pittman, I learned so much more about pressure injuries and its effect on patients in the healthcare system. Not only did this inspire me to change the issues that my original product was addressing, but it also connected me to a network of industry professionals who have devoted their career to tackle that exact problem. And this not only gave me confidence to address upcoming issues in my approaching fields, but it also gave me a network of people to help me along the way. And for that, I'm very thankful. So thank you again for this opportunity to share with you all my journey with the subtle bedpan liner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fasha. Great job.
Thanks.
Okay, next up is team number 2, Cell MNM, with Allison Nguyen and Keith Battles from the University of South Alabama.
My name is Keith Battle. Along with my partners, Ali Nguyen and Dr. Dhananjay Tambe, and under the mentorship of Dr. Bird and Dr. Puto of the I-Corps faculty, we have decided to undertake an entrepreneurial journey leading to the creation of a novel service product, Cell Management and Measurements, also known as Cell MNM. Our company is founded on the vision that experimental cell biology should be a service that anyone should be able to access, irrespective of the magnitude and nature of their need. When we started this class, we thought that the most important thing we would have to do to successfully launch a scalable startup would be to create a product that was marketable and to secure the financing necessary to sustain the company through entry into the marketplace. By listening to the concerns and testimonials of potential customers, we have come to understand that the most important thing for success in this venture is to clearly communicate a vision for our potential customers that builds a relationship of trust and mutual respect, which is conducive to ethical business and science.
Hello, my name is Ali Nguyen, and the most interesting potential customer that we met on our I-Corps journey was Dr. Marie Magode. She helped us understand the importance of establishing clear lines of communication with our customers to ensure that their expectations are met from a financial, quality assurance, and scientific integrity perspective. We will take this to heart as we embark on the journey for creating this service company that does exactly what it claims. Now that the class is over, the most surprising thing we learned was that business is about understanding our customers' most pressing needs, not just focusing on transactions. The most valuable thing we have learned is that our company can succeed based on our own merit, hard work, scientific prowess, and commitment to inclusivity and diversity. I-Corps was a difficult but immensely rewarding course, and we look forward to introducing Cell M&M to the community at large in the near future. Our vision for Cell M&M seemed like only a dream at first, but with the knowledge acquired from I-Corps, it is now an achievable goal and an absolute future reality.
Hello everyone, my name is Allie Wynn and I'm a biomedical sciences major from the University of South Alabama.
My name is Keith Battle, and I'm currently working on earning my PhD in basic medical sciences from USA as well. As South students, we have seen the incredible contributions our university has made to science under your leadership. Consequently, we would love for you to invest in our service, Cell M&M, because we believe that Cell M&M is a solution to helping scientists answer their scientific questions more efficiently.
So Keith and I both work in Dr. Dhananjay Tambe's Integrative Mechanobiology Laboratory at South's College of Medicine. And during our investigation, we noticed that not only we, but other scientists spend an immense amount of time and money on complex cell experiments. We thus discovered the potential of creating Cell M&M, a cell management and measurement service. Using Cell M&M, the customer can choose from a range of specialty assays and cell lines, after which we will perform the experiment for them. Our service not only eliminates the need for scientists to spend their own time and energy on unfamiliar cell experiments, but our track record and continued innovation in experimental cell biology also guarantee Cell M&M's quality, dependability, and reproducibility. Thanks to the guidance of I-Corps and the help of our teaching team, Dr. Andy Bird and Dr. Christopher Puto, we believe that Cell M&M can grow into a profitable company that plays a major role in the Alabama biotechnology ecosystem. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our excitement for Cell M&M with you, and go Jags.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Ali. And before I forget, please make sure that you send that video to Dr. Marie Migaud. I think she would love to hear that. Well done. And as we're pulling up Team 3, Track and Truque, I just wanted to make one quick comment. As I look back through my list of teaching team members, I just can't remember if I said Mel Washington's name or not, former Wall Streeter and currently SBDC Regional Director here, who's one of the major contributors to the ecosystem. So if I did already say your name, Mel, just think of it in terms of you deserve to be named twice. So I just wanted to make sure you weren't forgotten. So we're now to the next team, Team 3, Track and Truque, and take it away.
Hi, my name is Isabella Saúl.
Hi, I'm Madeline Casar.
I am Melanie Flores.
We are Traki Treke, an online platform that serves as a marketplace for recyclable materials. At the beginning of the course, we thought that to launch a successfully startup, we should offer a product where many people could be interested in. Then we realized that we shouldn't focus on everyone, but just on few, because that will mean that we'll have a narrower customer segment and that we will engage more with people with their needs and we will solve better the problems of them.
The problem of the waste in Quito has different components, but one of the most important is that only 1% of the waste is recycled. For this reason, we decided to create a platform that connects waste consumers with waste producers in order to increase and facilitate the sale, exchange, and purchase of recyclable materials. We thought that our customer segment was small and large-scale volume producers and consumers of all types of waste. However, with the help of the interviews, especially one made with the manager of Equaplastic, we found that we should only focus on large-scale producers and consumers of recycled metal and Tetra Pak, because due to the lack of connection with producers, many industries that use these materials cannot collect in Ecuador the known amount of them to satisfy their demands, so they have to import it.
It was surprising how we learn from others, interviewing different people. We understand better the problem and the pains of our customers. And the most valuable lesson is that ideas change with the time. Our first concept evolved while we talked to others. Everything began with the importance to create a solution for reducing solid waste disposed in a landfill. And finally, we create Track and Truque, believing that more connections will result in less contamination.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are Track and Trueque, and we are from Universidad San Francisco de Quito in Ecuador. Our team is made up by Isabela South, Melanie Flores, and I'm Madeleine Casar. iCorps has given us multiple and very useful tools and knowledge in order to solve a problem and satisfy in the best way the needs of our customer segments. In this way, throughout the course, we decide to solve one of the most important and urgent environmental and social problems in Quito and also in Ecuador, that is waste. Because although 24% of the waste generated in Quito is recyclable, only 1% of this material is recovered, generating that the rest of the waste does not obtain the correct treatment, which causes more environmental pollution.
Our project started with the idea to develop a service or a product that helped to improve the solid waste management in the city of Quito, reducing the amount of waste that ends up in the landfill so that its useful time is longer. During our classes and work at iCorps, we made several changes to our business model up to our current idea, that it's a marketplace platform that allows users to sell, buy, or exchange recyclable material. In our platform, users will be able to access the necessary information to choose the best option for them, reducing the search time and making this work more efficient. In addition, the prices of the materials can be regulated so that it is a fair exchange.
And finally, what we learned from iCorps course is that building a business is not a linear process. It is actually quite iterative and variable through time. So the important thing is to learn from the market, understanding which problems does they encounter and that they expect to be solved. We also learned that we have to be willing to pivot and not get attached to a single idea, because as we understand the real pain of our customers and what they are dealing with, the business and its objective will change as we get closer to the reality of our market niche. Thank you.
Okay, great job. And I just want to comment here, you know, in a lot of times we have projects that are purely for profit, and then sometimes we have kind of nonprofit businesses. This one was very interesting because it tried to make a sustainable business out of a huge social problem in Quito. So it was really an interesting journey for all of us to see how you handled this, and really well done. Great job. Okay, now let's go to Team 4, Badger Dash from Spring Hill College.
Hello, everyone. This is Ryan Littell from Team 4 Badger Dash with Catherine and Hunter. Coming into iCorps, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I knew my team had a great idea, and I was very pleased to see how much progress we made each and every week with going through the iCorps process. One of the most surprising things I learned is how much detail actually has to go into turning an idea into an actual business. I also found the interviewing to go a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be.
Hi everyone. So in reflecting on this class, I think I have learned a lot about the process of taking a business idea and turning it into something that is actually viable. I never really thought about what goes into making a new idea into reality, and this course has shown me about the logistics of it all. From making a business model canvas to learning how to actually sit down and interview people properly, I will definitely be able to take the lessons I have learned from this experience into the real world, and I'm very grateful for that.
Hey everyone, I didn't really know what to expect coming into iCorp. Our team came together and created a great idea, and it was great to see the process of making that idea become something more. Something that surprised me the most was the amount of detail it takes to bring the idea into reality. Interviewing people definitely came easier than expected, and now I have a better understanding of the interview process.
Hey everyone, my name is Catherine. I'm a part of Team 4 Badger Dash. I touched briefly on this in our video, but overall this class has taught me so much about what actually goes into the process of turning a business idea into something viable. The experiences my team and I have had through the program have been invaluable, and I personally cannot wait to see where we can take our idea next. This course has definitely given us the tools to move Badger Dash forward if we wanted to. Thank you so much to iCorps and the teaching team members for a great semester.
So our idea that our group had with Badger Dash is a student-led campus food delivery service. And when we first started out, we kind of just had our market here at Spring Hill. But after doing some research and some interviews, we found that the best way to make a profit and reach a bigger market was to partner and sell our idea to Airmark. So that's what our main goal was at the end of iCorps. And kind of going back on what Catherine said, you know, the biggest part was reaching out and networking to those people and really hammering down the details and figuring out what it actually takes to turn an idea into an actual business.
Okay, Ryan, is Hunter going to speak, or is that it?
That's good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, great. Well, good job, Catherine, Ryan, Hunter. You know, your idea evolved over time, and ultimately you were a brave group. You wound up having to negotiate with Airmark, and so our hat was off to you. That I'm sure was tough, but great job. Okay, our fifth team is the Wolves of Wall Street. And so John McClatchy and Quentin Frazier.
Hey guys, my name is John McClatchy. I'm with the Wolves of Dauphin Street, and initially my expectations coming into this program was we had a great product, a great idea. We were going to get it validated, we were going to go all the way, take it to market. It was going to be a piece of cake. This expectation was kind of shattered a little bit when we realized that it's a lot harder than you think. We had to do a lot in terms of problem solving. It taught us a lot about creative work and product validation, and overall it was a great experience.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Quinn Frazier. I'm with the Wolves of Dauphin Street. And my first initial expectations going into this was, wow, we got a really good product idea. All we need is state or local government funding for this campaign, and boom, like the product's great. But expectations were a little bit shattered when we started looking into the regulations and the actual process of getting these ideas implemented into societies. And it really it was a big whop in the face whenever we got to see that it's going to be a lot harder. So it was a great experience, but expectations were shot a little bit lower.
You know, our most interesting customer interaction came from a guy named Alan. He owned a smog shop in California, and the interview was going great for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden he let us know that our market for the product that we were doing had already been saturated. He named off dozens of brands that already fit our description, and it kind of blew our worldview a little bit in terms of this product because we had no idea, because the context was different, because we had to pivot. So it was definitely interesting, and we learned a lot from it.
So the most surprising thing I think that we learned throughout this journey is we underestimated the particle reduction functions on the new Cadillac converters and newer cars. And so that made us switch our target audience to older vehicle owners.
Hey, how's everyone doing? To provide a little bit of context for those tuning in the first time, you know, our product initially, it was a carbon emissions reductive exhaust filter that attaches to the back of vehicles in the hopes of capturing carbon to reduce the amount of nanoparticulates that go into the air. And so initially, you know, this is a very ambitious project. We were very confident starting out. We had several pivots in our business, you know, that really ultimately led us to the decision not to move forward with the prototype. Nonetheless, you know, with the help of our mentors, we learned that being able to adapt and pivot and change and work around problems is how you develop a successful idea. You know, overall, it was a great experience. And like I mentioned last week, in my other ventures outside of class as a marketing consultant, I have a service and a product that's very clear cut. I have a market that's clear cut. And if there's one thing that I'm going to take from this program, it's that when you're blazing a trail on a new product or an innovative idea, you know, you have to test your market first, and you have to make sure there's a demand for it. Otherwise, you're developing, you know, a product that there's no demand for. So it's a valuable lesson that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my career, you know, hopefully being entrepreneurial and going on ventures. But, you know, finally, I'd like to thank Don Mosley and Thomas Nelson. It's been an incredible experience. It's been a lot of fun and something that I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my career, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Hey, my name is Quinn Frazier. I'm pursuing a finance major at Mitchell College of Business. I enrolled in this program because I wanted to become a better entrepreneur and work on my entrepreneurial skills. But while going through this process, adapting to the product, the customer fit is definitely more troubling than we thought. And we tested multiple customer segments, and we gained a lot of experience through the process of validating this product. But Don Mosley and Thomas Nelson, thank you so much for all the help that you gave us, and I'm sure we'll be seeing y'all soon. Thank you.
Great, John, Quinn, great work. So as we transition kind of from hearing from the teams, I want to say a little bit about the I-Corps program in general before we announce the names of the graduates. And your experience, John and Quinn, was not unlike the first I-Corps program that started about 8 to 10 years ago. And it was created by a Stanford professor based on a business model he created. And what happened was they had 20 teams. And at the end of the 8-week period, 18 of those 20 teams changed their product, changed their customer segment because they had the wrong product, the wrong customer segment, or it didn't offer the correct benefit. And that is so typical of exactly what many of your teams went through. So they considered that a resounding success. Why? Because at the end of 8 weeks, they realized they didn't have a product. The NSF believes that's a resounding success too, because at the end of 8 weeks, you then can move on to something else that will have a market. And you don't spend 2 to 3 years of your time and a lot of taxpayer money from NSF's point of view, working on a product that nobody wants. And so that is, in fact, what essentially I-Corps is. It teaches a process, but it also basically gives you a framework to organize your thoughts in analyzing particular opportunities. So I want to congratulate all of you under extraordinary circumstances during a pandemic, during multiple hurricanes. The USFQ had a time, or we had a time change that we forgot to pass along to USFQ, and you were very charitable about that, and we appreciate that. But you all persevered. We're here to congratulate you. You completed the curriculum. You all interviewed 30 or more customers. You attended mandatory office hours every week. You worked as a team, and that's not always easy. And you stood before us, each and every one of you, week to week, and defended your ideas, presented your results, and we reviewed them on a weekly basis. I want to also commend USFQ because you did all this in a language not your own, and that's a pretty extraordinary achievement. So you did very, very well. And so now it's really my pleasure to confirm each and every one of you as an I-Corps graduate and to convey the title of Innovation Scholar to you as well. And the footnote benefit that I've always told students in this program, and this will be the 6th class over 3 years, if you ever want a letter of recommendation to a person, company, or entity at any time, then please feel free to email me and let me know, because I've told you all that it would be my honor and pleasure to write a letter of recommendation for you based on your I-Corps experience. So I can tell you that many people have already taken advantage of that offer. So now I think we're at the part of the program. So typically at a regular I-Corps graduation, you would be coming forward to accept your certificate. I would shake your hand, you would smile, we would take your photograph, and then you would go to the back of the room where there would be a lot of great food. Unfortunately, that's not where we are right now in the world. So we are doing the best we can. And so I will simply announce the names, and you'll see the certificates one by one that you will receive shortly by mail. So Paul, if you would start, please. So team 1, Fasha Barclay, Innovation Scholar. Congratulations. Team 2, Cell M&N, Allison Wynn, and Keith Charles Battle Jr. Congratulations to both of you. Team 3, Track and Truque from USFQ. So Claudia Isabella Saud Minho, Innovation Scholar. Congratulations. Madeleine Dananira Cazar Bajes, Innovation Scholar. Congratulations. And Melanie Flores, Innovation Scholar. Congratulations. And the three of you have beautiful names. I hope I did not butcher them in pronunciation. So great job. All right, Team 4 Badger Dash, Spring Hill College. Catherine Samantha Edwards, Innovation Scholar, graduate. Congratulations. Hunter T. Romero, Innovation Scholar, graduate of I-Corps. Congratulations. And Ryan Littell, Innovation Scholar and graduate of I-Corps. Congratulations. And now Team 5, the Wolves of Dauphin Street from the Mitchell College of Business. John McClatchy, Innovation Scholar, congratulations. And Quentin S. Frazier, Innovation Scholar and I-Corps graduate. Congratulations, Quinn. Okay, congratulations to all of you. And I want to thank all the members of the teaching team again. And if any of the students graduating feel so compelled to shoot an email to the teaching team member, trust me, that will be much appreciated by them. And if we can ever help you, let us know. A couple of logistic items. We will be sending your certificates to the email addresses that you've provided to us already. And those should be arriving probably within the next week. And to the USFQ team, we have a US address provided by Daniela earlier. So we will send all your certificates to that US address, and Daniela apparently knows what to do with them at that point to get them to you. And what I would suggest is that if there are any things that you think should be done to improve the program, please do not hesitate to reach out and communicate them to one of your mentors or to me personally. We will send you a survey within the next week, which will offer you the opportunity to make recommendations on how to improve the program. I want to thank everyone from the USA side, from Spring Hill College, from Stacy to Chris, James, Nicole, to the entire team at USFQ. Thank you so much for everything that you've done to make this happen. And I hope we have teams that we can integrate into the process next spring. So with that being said, thanks so much for everything, and congratulations. Well done.